Auto-commit can sometimes feel like an eager intern, making decisions before you're ready. In this session, we'll look at how auto-commit works, when it can cause trouble, and most importantly, how to keep it in check. By the end, you'll have solid strategies to ensure your configurations remain stable and predictable. I'm Emma Grace, an IAM expert with 10+ years of hands-on experience designing and deploying identity solutions that scale. I specialize in helping organizations implement secure, user-friendly access controls that reduce risk, meet compliance, and support growth without adding complexity. Auto-commit is like a safety net. It ensures changes are applied automatically, so your firewall keeps running smoothly. But sometimes, it catches things you didn't want to fall. We'll dive into how auto-commit works and why it's essential, even when it seems to have a mind of its own. Imagine auto-commit as a diligent assistant. Every time you tweak settings or update the system, it steps in to make sure changes are finalized. While this helps maintain integrity, it can sometimes act too quickly. Let's talk about why auto-commit kicks in and how to manage it effectively. Auto-commit issues are like surprise guests. You weren't expecting them, and suddenly there's chaos. Configuration changes might go wrong. Errors could halt operations, and rolling back isn't always easy. Let's explore the most common problems and how to avoid turning your network into a party you didn't plan. When auto-commit fails, it's like dropping your phone into water. Suddenly, nothing works right. Network disruptions, inconsistent settings, and hours of troubleshooting follow. But don't worry, I'll walk you through the impact and how to minimize the chaos. Before making changes, it's always good to check on auto-commit. Think of it as reading the recipe before baking a cake. Using CLI commands and commit logs, you can spot problems early and make sure everything is running smoothly. Sometimes, auto-commit needs to take a break, like when you mute notifications to focus. Disabling it through CLI helps regain control over configurations and prevents unexpected surprises. Let's go over the steps to do it properly. This command is your firewall's Do Not Disturb mode. It stops commit recovery, so you can manage configurations manually without interference. While useful, it requires careful handling. Let's look at how it works and when to use it. Restarting the management server is like rebooting your computer. It refreshes everything and applies changes cleanly. If auto-commit is acting up, a restart can be the simplest fix. Let's break down when and how to do it effectively. Sometimes, pressing the reset button is the only option left. Factory reset wipes everything clean, making your device feel brand new, but at the cost of losing all configurations. Always keep backups handy, because regret won't bring lost settings back. Only consider this when all else fails. Otherwise, you're just signing up for extra work. Upgrading PANOS is like moving into a new apartment. Exciting but full of surprises. Make sure your setup can handle it, and always have a backup ready. If things go south, downgrading is an option, but think of it like moving back in with your parents. Some things may not fit right anymore. Auto-commit errors can feel like your device is throwing a tantrum. First, figure out what it's mad about. Check error messages. Then, examine your recent changes. Did you accidentally poke something you shouldn't have? Reverting might save the day. And don't forget, low resources mean trouble, so give your system some breathing room. Logs are your detective toolkit. Think Sherlock Holmes, but for IT. Start by reviewing system logs, which hold the juicy details. Check timestamps to link the failure with your last few actions. Compare configuration states, and if needed, get advanced with logging tools. A little sleuthing now can save you hours of frustration later. Maintenance mode is like your safety net. It catches you when things go wrong. Booting into it gives you recovery options, but choose wisely. Restoring configurations can be a lifesaver, but don't rush. Check stability before jumping back in. After all, No one wants to fix one problem only to create another. Preventing auto-commit issues is better than fixing them. Just like keeping your car serviced instead of waiting for it to break down. Validate changes before committing, stay updated, and monitor resources. And of course, backups are your insurance policy. Because who enjoys starting from scratch? Sometimes, no matter what you try, you need to call in the experts. Collect all relevant system details before reaching out. Nobody likes vague descriptions. Be clear about your issue, follow their guidance, and don't hesitate to ask for help on complex problems. After all, troubleshooting shouldn't feel like a solo mission. By now, you're armed with all the best strategies to tackle auto-commit issues. Be proactive rather than reactive. Follow best practices, and keep an eye on system health. And remember, if all else fails, don't hesitate to seek expert guidance, because sometimes, even IT pros need a lifeline. Please do like, share, and subscribe to our channel.